Arshita,
Guest,
please.
respected principal, the chief guest and other dignitaries, my colleagues and my dear students, a very good afternoon to one and all. With the benediction of His Holiness Jagat Guru Dr. Shri Shivaratri Rajendra Mahaswamiji and His Holiness Jagat Guru Shri Shivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji, on behalf of JSS Academy of Technical Education, Bengaluru, I, Harshita, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, feel fortunate and honored to welcome you all to the webinar on Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. It is a tradition to invoke the Almighty at the beginning of an important event. I now invite Ms. Chaitra, student in the 6th semester from the Department of E&IE, to present a prayer song. Chaitra?
I'm audible, ma?
Yeah.
Yes.
ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ತ್ರಿಜಗ ವಂದಿತನೇ ಸುಜನರ ಪೊರೆವನೇ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ पाशांकुशधर परम पवित्र पाशांकुशधर परम पवित्र मूषिक वाहन मुनिजन मूषिक वाहन
I think there is some problem.
Chaitra, please unmute.
Is it audible, ma'am?
Yes.
ಮೋದದಿ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಪಾದವನಂಬಿದೆ ಸಾಧು ವಂದಿತನೇ ಆದರದಿಂದಲೇ ಸರಸಿ ಜನಾಭ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಸರಸಿ ಜನಾಭ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ನಿರುತ ನೆನೆಯುವಂತೆ ನೀದಯ ಮಾಡು ನಿರುತ ನೆನೆಯುವಂತೆ ನೀದಯ ಮಾಡು ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗೌರಿ ತನಯ ತ್ರಿಜಗವಂದಿತನೇ ಸುಜನರ ಪೊರೆವನೇ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಗಜವದನ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಕುಣಿಯುತ ನಲಿಯುತ ಬಾ ಶಂಕರ ಕುಣಿಯುತ ನಲಿಯುತ ಬಾ ಶಂಕರ ಮಣಿಯುವೆ ನಿನ್ನಡಿಗನು ದಿನ ಪುರಹರ ಕುಣಿಯುತ ಶಂಕರ ನಲಿಯುತ ಶಂಕರ ಕುಣಿಯುತ ನಲಿಯುತ ಬಾ ಢಣ 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 ಎಂದು ಡಮರುಗದನಿಸಲು ಠಣ 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 ಎಂದು ವೃಷಭವು ನಲಿಯೇ ಜುಣ ತಕ ತಕ ಜುಣ ತಾಕಿಟ ತಕಿ ಕಿಟ ಜುಣ ಎಂದು ನಂದಿಯು ಮೃದಂಗವ ಬಾರಿಸೆ ಕುಣಿಯುತ ಶಂಕರ ನಲಿಯುತ ಶಂಕರ ಕುಣಿಯುತ ನಲಿಯುತ ಬಾ ಶಂಕರ ಮಣಿಯುವೆ ನಿನ್ನಡಿಗನು ದಿನ ಪುರಹರ ಕುಣಿಯುತ ಶಂಕರ ನಲಿಯುತ ಶಂಕರ ಕುಣಿಯುತ ನಲಿಯುತ ಬಾ. Thank you.
The function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to change the nature of the one who prays. Thank you, Chaitra. We all feel blessed indeed. I now request our Administrative Officer, Shri C.S. Veeresh, to deliver the welcome address.
Good afternoon, sir. With the blessings of His Holiness Shri Shivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji and also Shivaratri Ishwara Guru Parampara, I would like to present my welcome address. Sir, today is the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. The subject, which is chosen by the UNO, is of vital importance because of the enormous adverse effect on the society by the use of these drugs and illicit trafficking. So it is the necessity of a vibrant society to take the responsibility to drain out all the drug abusers and the prevention of use of the drugs and illicit trafficking. It is stated in one of the studies that unlawful. It is stated in one of the studies that the three enormous economic trade activities are in the form of three ways. That is, one, that is unlawful manufacturing and transportation of arms and ammunitions. And second is the drugs and narcotics and illicit trafficking of these drugs and narcotics. And the third one is human trafficking for the purpose of forceful use of labor and other sexual and other illicit transactions. So it is stated it is one of the worst hit on the society. To be an healthy society, all these menaces should be overcome. It is the responsibility of a society and every citizen to have a thought over these subjects and also guide the youths, especially the youths who are more vulnerable to this drugs and illicit trafficking. So in that way, the JSS Academy of Technical Education is also conducting a webinar to throw some light about these adverse effects to our students and also the youths in general. In this way, we programmed to conduct a webinar. In this way, we were thinking about calling a guest speaker who is well versed in the subject, who is having the acts and rules and also the happenings of the society and also the courts and other legal activities. So in this way, we thought of inviting Sri Sandeep Patil sir to this webinar to speak about the subject. We contacted over phone. He was happy to participate in this webinar. However, he also expressed his difficulties. Sometimes it may not be possible for him to participate because of his emergency works and other happenings. However, he is with us. We are very happy so to say. Sandeep Patil sir, we know, is one of the eminent officers in the IPS cadre in our state. He is always a workaholic, is a very efficient and honest to the core, and is acted in many ways that we are coming to know when Maitra madam is going to introduce to the webinar session. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of the JSS ATE.
Welcome,
and
sir.
Also on behalf of the students, faculty, and other members to this occasion. We are very happy indeed today afternoon, we are very much anxious whether he is able to make it to join the webinar or not, because his position is like that. Any moment he may be called for some other important works, meetings or something like that. It is always, especially in the senior officers, especially in IPS cadre, it is like that. That too important and sensitive posts which they are occupying, it is always there. However, we are extremely happy that he has come over today to address the gatherings. I welcome you once again, sir.
Thank you very much.
At the same time, in this occasion, our beloved Principal Shri Mrityunjaya V. Lette is always encouraging to conduct all these programs. He is with us. I welcome you, sir, on
Thank you,
this
sir.
webinar.
Thank you. Namaste.
And our faculty, teaching and non-teaching members, all the students of our JSSATE, and those who are on the line, even other than some students are also available of our college are also available. I welcome all the participants to participate and hear the guidance from our chief guest today. I welcome you once again. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Veeresh sir, for your warm welcome. It is our privilege to have with us Shri Sandeep Patil, IPS, Joint Commissioner of Police, Crime Branch, Bengaluru City Police, as the chief guest and speaker of this webinar. I now request Dr. G.S. Maitra, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, to introduce the guest to the audience.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
Maitra ma'am, please unmute.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಸೌಮ್ಯ ನೀವೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಹರ್ಷಿತಾ
ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ ಸರ್?
ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ, ನೀವೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್
ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು
ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ.
ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮೇಡಮ್?
ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಏನಾರು ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ
ಇರ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
Sandeep Patil, IPS officer of 2004 batch of the nation, now working as Joint Commissioner Police Crime, Bangalore City. His previous post working is SP Superintendent of Police Belagavi, Deputy Commissioner of Police Bangalore North, Bangalore Central, Bangalore East. Commissioner of Police Mangalore, also he worked in Mangalore as a Commissioner of Police. So wherever he worked in all the above posts and other posts also, he was successful in delivering the goods and he was successful in justifying the post. These achievements are his action against the Naxal activities, mainly in Chikmagalur district during the year 2004 and 5. So he offered many packages with the help of the government and introduced, and because of that, so many Naxal activities, the participants have surrendered and they have come to the mainstream. At the same time, the notorious gangster that is of Naxalite activity, Saket Rajan, who was encountered in that mission, was also there. And in the Sir Sandeep Patil has headed this team. We are proud to say that Naxal activities have curbed in our state successfully, and there is no such problems in our state about the Naxal. Because of all these activity, force from our police department, especially the senior officer, because of their attitude, because of their plan and the determination and also execution, we are able to succeed the menace of this Naxal activities in Malnad areas of our state. During 2007, there was a lot of communal riots especially in Bharati Nagar, Shivaji Nagar, and such areas. And immediately, Sandeep Patil sir, working elsewhere, he was called immediately to take up the responsibility of controlling this communal riots. He was called. He has taken a drastic action and he has controlled the situation. Within a span of a few days, the area was came to the normalcy, and that was his achievement. Under his leadership, sensational jewelry, the dacoits case, especially Chammanur jewelry, those who are remembered, we are all remembering. That's a dacoity means they have dacoited the jewelry shops, Chammanur jewelers, and immediately the action force started under the leadership of our Sandeep Patil sir. Within a few days, they were able to catch hold of those dacoits, and 32 kgs of gold ornaments were recovered. In the same way, the Chammanur jewelers dacoity was also there. Mudda to finance dacoity case also they have pointed out, and they have taken the custody of the stolen item. This was his achievement. In the same way, another issue is when our Prime Minister visited our state during the year 2013, yeah, he was made responsible in charge of the police bandobast in Bangalore city, and he has made it successfully. With that is not the only thing. Without disturbing the traffic of the general public, he has controlled, he has planned in that way, and he has successfully done it at the bandobast of our Prime Minister. And he is the recipient of, because of his hard work and always workaholic nature in nature, he has gained so much of knowledge in the department. Because of that, he was a recipient of many awards, mainly the Chief Minister Award for highest property recovery was given to him during the year 2008 8 and 9. At the same time, International Award for Smart Transport System for his outstanding innovative method in KSRTC and Bangalore Transport Service was given to him. It's an international award. It was given in the country Brazil. And we are proud to say that he has taken the international award also. And other important exemplary works of our Sandeep Patil sir is effectively implemented Gunda Act to curb rowdy activities in Bangalore city. Bangalore city, we know the Gundas activities here and there, and at that time it was very much the position was very alarming, and he has effectively implemented the Gunda Act to curb the rowdy activities in Bangalore city. And secondly, a special drive was taken up to dispose of pending FIRs. FIRs we may file. So many lots and lots of FIRs are pending because of its enormous numbers in the department. He has taken a drive to bring down the FIRs. At the same time, lot of unclaimed motor vehicles which are lying in the police station areas and other stations which are lying. He has taken a drive to clear the unclaimed motor vehicles as per the rule of law. Has successfully handled the bandobast task, as I said earlier, the Prime Minister and because of his hard work, he was known to each and everybody in the department in our state, and he is one of the senior and the eminent police officer in our state. We are proud to be he is from our state only. His native is Bidar district. He's having a family of his wife. She is also an advocate, and one daughter and one son. It's a well-blessed family. I request you, sir, in future also your success comes in your tenure, and the people will be benefited much about your from your service. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of JSS Academy of Technical Education and also on behalf of JSS Mahavidyapita to this webinar, and I request you to address our students and also the youths. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again.
Welcome, sir. Please, once again. Please.
Thank you, Veeresh, sir. The General Assembly of the United Nations observes June 26th as the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking as an expression of its determination to strengthen action and cooperation to achieve the goal of an international society free of drug abuse. Share facts on drugs and save lives is the theme of this year, which calls for solidarity. It aims at combating misinformation and promotes sharing the facts on drugs, from health risks and solutions to tackle the world drug problem to evidence-based prevention, treatment, and care. With that elaborate introduction of our chief guest and his remarkable service to the country, I now request Shri Sandeep Patil, Joint Commissioner of Police, Bengaluru City Police, to address the audience.
Thank you. A very good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
First of all, thank you very much for having me for this webinar today for a very important topic. Also, before talking, I would also like to thank for the elaborate introduction given. But I would just like to mention that certain things I think unknowingly has been attributed to me, like an international award. I don't know. I mean, I am not the recipient of that award. Perhaps some mistake has happened in communication from certain quarters. But nevertheless, thank you very much. And as I have just mentioned that today is the International Day Against Drugs, and all of you know that the issue of drugs is very alarming, very important for our society. That's why when I was asked to come and attend this program, I readily agreed. But only thing, I had an apprehension because today is an important day even for our department, and we had a number of programs from morning where our Home Minister as well as our DG, head of the department, all of them had attended. So I was a little apprehensive if after attending all those I'll be able to come, but it's good that all of us have gathered here and we're for this important topic. So as I already told that drugs, the topic itself is a very important, more so to be talking to college authorities as well as students. Because over the years, what we have seen in our work whenever it comes to drugs is that it is affecting the youngsters, especially school going and college going students. It's affecting the most. Our endeavor from the police department, we are going relentlessly against all the people who are peddling drugs, supplying drugs. But I think at the end of it, we can have a proper logical end to all this only if all the stakeholders join hands. And by all the stakeholders, I mean parents, college authorities, school authorities, as well as students. Because as I already told, we have seen that a lot of consumptions is happening in and around most of the colleges, in and around outside, where I think not only the police action, but even some kind of awareness, alertness on behalf of the schools and colleges also will go a long way in stopping this. That's why I feel having such webinars, having such programs by schools and colleges is very, very important. As I already mentioned, that drugs, of course, is a very, very big problem affecting society as a whole, everyone. We realize this problem, and from the last 1.5 to 2 years, our drive, there has been a continuous drive against drugs. Generally, previously, there used to be random checking, we used to catch people, drug peddlers. But now, from the last 1 year, we have a dedicated squad, one complete squad of drugs in our police department, especially in our CCB, Central Crime Branch. And we are focusing on the complete network of drugs. And we have moved even the like how society has gradually developed, even the network of drugs also is developed. Previously, we used to hear of only ganja. I'm sure everyone has heard about ganja. Everywhere there is to be supply, there should be consumption of ganja. But of lately, we are having supply, consumption, trafficking of synthetic drugs, something called as synthetic drugs. That is LSD, cocaine, ecstasy tablets. When one looks at these, you will never know that these are drugs. An LSD strip is nothing. LSD strip will be a simple looking piece of paper like this. But that piece of paper, when cut and consumed, will be highly intoxicant. And one piece of this paper will be sold nothing less than 10,000 rupees. If we are not aware of what this LSD looks like, perhaps none of us will even be able to catch them, even if we see it. If we catch somebody with a piece of paper, we'll not even know that it is something like an LSD heavily intoxicant drug. That's why a lot of awareness is required, and we are having this kind of awareness everywhere. In the LSD strips alone, just to give certain statistics, 2019, I think we had seized somewhere around 100 to 120 LSD strips. This year alone, in 6 months, we have seized around 10,500 LSD strips. So that is mainly because of our own awareness about new drugs and identification of the new drugs. We are being able to increase our detections. Another important thing is ecstasy pills. As I told you now, ecstasy pills, it look like any other chocolate. It'll be like some peppermint, pink color, green color. Even if somebody gets it to college, you will not know that somebody has gotten drugs into your college. It'll be so much similar to any chocolate or mint which most of us keep having regularly. That also is highly intoxicant. We are going after that also. And I'm sure many would have heard about this whole celebrity network of drugs. So that last year we were able to unearth, and a lot of celebrities, I would say, even like big party organizers in all five-star hotels, parties used to be organized where there used to be heavy trafficking of drugs. So even that one network we were able to break, and we were able to arrest a lot of people. So slowly, as I've just mentioned, that where the whole drug network is moving from the traditional ganja towards synthetic drugs. So also our own detections, our own investigations also are moving from the traditional ways to the synthetic ways. And the network is so big that it is not limited to Bangalore city alone. Most of them is trafficked or got from nearby states. So with our efforts and lot of efforts by our officers, we were able to even go to the uh, point where it is being supplied to from other states. Another important development in the field of drugs and procurement of drugs is this dark web. I'm sure having a technical background, all of you will be able to appreciate this dark web, where unlike the normal internet or normal web, in this dark web, all kinds of illegal activities, illegal trafficking goes on, and majority of the trafficking is of drugs, and it is highly anonymous. Internet itself is anonymous. The dark web is even more anonymous. There is no identity revealed there. Who's procuring, who's buying, who's selling, where is it going? Everything was extremely difficult to trace. But again, we developed certain strategies. We were able to get certain dedicated staff trained in this. And from last year, we were able to even break into the dark web and detect a number of cases. And through the dark net, very easily, people with any limited knowledge of computers and internet also, they were purchasing very high-end drugs like the LSD or ecstasy pills from abroad. Majorly, there are 4 or 5 countries from where it was being parceled. And as I told, that anybody with even limited knowledge of internet, they could go to dark web and procure these drugs from outside, and they would be shipped in a very normal way, like Amazon cover or Flipkart cover. They used to pack it, and it used to come, and it used to pass through the customs and the airport checking. So we were able to trace that also. And in the process of breaking this dark web network, we were also able to break this use of cryptocurrencies of bitcoins. uh, Bitcoin today, I think everybody knows about Bitcoin. So a person going into dark web and trying to procure drugs needed to use bitcoins or any other kind of cryptocurrencies. So we were able to even handle that. So last year and this year alone, we have done almost more than 50 to 55 cases of this dark web alone, and in each case lakhs of uh, lakhs of drugs has been we were able to seize. So this has hit them very hard, because not only are we looking at the local supply coming from nearby states or nearby places within India, we are also able to hit at the international racket and the trafficking at the international level. But of course, I would say that still a lot of work has to be done. What we have done is maybe tip of the iceberg. Still, a lot of work has to be done. And as I've just mentioned in the beginning, that this whole menace cannot be stopped by the government or by the law enforcement agency or the police alone. We need equal, ample support by everyone. And in that, the main thing is the colleges, and more importantly, is the awareness among our youth. I'm sure a lot of students are there today in this webinar. What we have seen is, because whenever we catch somebody, a consumer or a drug peddler, we are very curious to know why they actually got into it. Because recent of lately, we have caught number of software engineers, we have caught some law students, we have caught some even doctors who have got into this habit. It all starts off with just a fun, going to some parties with your friends, and just for fun, the a small tablet is taken, or small ganja laced cigarette is taken, just for the fun, or just to experience something new. And many people get caught into that. In trying to experience something new, they get caught into the trap to never come out of that. Also, there might be some kind of peer pressure where everyone around is doing, so even we get into that just to be one among everybody there. So these are the things which affect. Or even maybe seeing certain movies. I would say that not all movies are portraying, but in general, some movies here and there, we have seen the portrayal of drugs being shown. So probably getting affected by that also, people are getting into that. So our target of awareness as well as the control should start with the students, because it is they who are getting into this very easily. As I told, just out of mere temptation, out of mere trying to do something new, trying to get some new high, because all this they get into that and never to come out of it. And once we have seen, once people get into that, it is not only the drugs thing which is affecting their health, their family, they also get into a cycle of crime. Because to get drugs, because once you become drug addict, you need it daily. Once, so you need drugs, you need money for that. Obviously, money will not come easily. Then they get into other crimes, they start doing robberies, they start doing chain snatchings, a lot of other things. So they get caught in this whole vicious cycle of drugs, crimes, and their whole life gets changed. I would also, one more point I would like to mention to all the students, youngsters here, is that drugs is such a thing where it doesn't affect the person alone. Health wise, it may affect only him, but I think mentally your family will get shattered. Your whole family, I mean, what all aspirations, what all dreams they had from the young student, everything gets shattered. Suddenly there'll be a lot of gloom in that person for some minutes of high that you get of taking drugs. After that, once it comes down, you get into a lot of depression, you get into a lot of gloom. Very few people, I would say, have been able to come out of this whole drug racket. So through this medium, I would like to uh, request all the students, all the youngsters here not to get into these things. If there is something heroic that needs to be done, there are other ways to show your heroism. Taking drugs is definitely not an act of heroism, because when I was talking, why students get into that? It may be temptation, it may be other things. I think another reason would be heroism also, just to show how bold or how daring we are, and we start taking all these intoxicants. So these are the certain important aspects about these drugs. And as I told that from Karnataka police, we are focusing a lot on this issue. Just to give again certain statistics, last year alone we were able to seize around 21 crores worth of drugs, and this year in this 6 months we are able to seize around 15 crores. So that is a lot of worth of drugs, and this, as I mentioned, is not only because these figures have gone high because we were able to break into all this dark net and cryptocurrency racket, because of which we were able to get the drugs which have been shipped from abroad. So that has hit these people a lot. And as I mentioned, that all the so-called techies, software engineers who have knowledge about the dark web are the ones, are the ones whom we have caught in the cases which we have done off lately of darknet. So for various reasons, our youngsters are getting into that, and I think such webinars, such functions go a long way in creating the awareness. Because like most of the crimes, this is also an issue which can be prevented by correct awareness. Because how much ever we arrest, how many ever we book, whatever we do, if the awareness is not created among the people, the issue will always remain. As for example, in cybercrime, all of us know what is cybercrime. We ourselves would have been a victim of cybercrime, or any of our friends would have been a victim of cybercrime. So what we keep saying, and I'm sure all of you will agree, one way of stopping cybercrime is awareness. So we get a phone call asking for our OTP number, bank number. If we are aware that this may be a fraud call, we'll not give it. Similar way, the main thing to stop drugs also would be, I think, by creating awareness of what are the ill effects of drugs, how badly a person's life as well as the life of the family can get damaged by taking drugs, awareness about what drugs is, what how it looks like. Because today, if I'm a parent, all of you are parents, we would like to know what our children are getting home. If, as I told, they may just get a simple piece of paper, but we should know that piece of paper may be an intoxicant drug also. Similarly, as students, as young students, we should know when somebody is giving us something like a chocolate or something, that if it tastes little different from normal, that it might be a drug laced chocolate or a mint, and immediately to stop it and report it to the concerned authorities or to the parents when such a thing happens. So awareness, as I told, about the ill effects, awareness about how a drug looks, what could be the possible impact of the drugs. So all those are necessary to stop this whole menace of drugs. We from police department are leaving nothing to chance. We are not leaving any stone unturned. We are taking every plausible step to prevent this drug menace. And today itself, on occasion of June 26th, the International Day Against Drugs, we had a program of destroying all the drugs that we have seized. Almost around 50 crores worth of drugs of the entire state. What figures had given previously of 21 crores was of Bangalore City Police, but 50 crores worth of drugs of the entire Karnataka state has been destroyed in all the districts today. So that also is a important step, because we seize something, we book a case, and we keep it with us. Destroying it also sends a very strong message to the kind of peddlers or the drug abusers who are doing. And it was very visible, all the burning. So that is one very strong step we have been taking. Another step which we have been taking is booking them under certain stringent laws. NDPS the Narcotic Substances Act itself is stringent. But there are other acts like the Gundas Act where we can arrest them and send them for up to a year. So we are booking them also against in these cases. Another important thing what we have seen also over the years in this is the role of certain uh, foreign nationals in drug trafficking. Especially of we have seen a lot of African nationals coming here on a student visa, on a medical visa. Then they just study for 1 or 2 years and then they move into crimes, mainly drug trafficking. And a lot of foreign nationals also we are able to arrest in the last few years. So these are some of the steps that we have been taking. And as I mentioned, it's a very, very important topic and a relevant topic for all of us. Nobody today can say that drugs is something which is not concerning me. We don't know when it is going to hit us, how it is going to hit us. Just like I mentioned previously about cybercrime, nobody can say today that cybercrime is not going to affect me. Today, cybercrime, anyone could be a victim of cybercrime, anybody. Similarly, drugs is also an issue. We don't know who in the our vicinity is going to get affected. So we should be in the right framework. We should have the correct knowledge to prevent such things. Thank you very much for, I would say, organizing this webinar on an extremely pertinent topic. And as I told that awareness is the only way out. Legal action, court action, arrest, all that thing will happen. But awareness among all the stakeholders is definitely a right approach to end this menace. It is a menace. First, we have to accept that it is a very big problem. Only then we'll have the mental ability to confront it. So thank you once again to all of you for having organized this program and having me here to share a few thoughts. And with these few words, I would like to end my talk. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sir, because of pandemic, we have actually arranged this program on a digital platform. Sometime definitely we look for your visit to the campus and to have a program on campus, sir. Please. Thank you, sir.
Surely, I would also love to come. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Namaste. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, sir.
Madam, please. Madam, please.
Thank you, sir, for creating awareness about the problem that illicit drugs pose to the society, and also for highlighting the facts about drug trafficking and organized crime that will perpetuate violence as well as conflict in the society. Your address has guided us that access to reliable and verifiable information makes the difference between life and death. With a view to curb such crime, your sincere efforts to enforce law against the criminals of the drug trafficking chain is worth appreciation. We are indeed proud to have you as our Joint Commissioner. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Now the session is open for discussion. I request the participants to raise their hands or message in the chat box if they have any questions. The participants can also unmute and ask questions if they have any.
Yeah, message. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, madam. Go ahead.
Okay. So I request. Yes. So we have somebody talking. Yes.
Vincent sir asked a question in the chat. Why can't movie makers be prohibited of showing or exaggerating drug-related issues seen in their movies?
Yes, as I already mentioned that few movies or other places they show the use of drugs by the main person of that movie itself, where it glorifies its use, and we feel that it is very heroic to use it. Definitely, that is an issue, and I'm sure the movie makers also are very well aware of that, and that's why we see it in a very few movies. But I'm sure the movie makers as well as the concerned people are aware of that, and whatever we can do to prevent that also we will do.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions?
Sir, can you give some information about the legal actions or the punishments which are going to be awarded against the peddlers or those who are involved in such activities?
See, under the act, not only trafficking, of course, trafficking is the highest punishment, but the other aspects of drugs also is punishable. Mere consumption, we may think that I'm just having one small tablet or something, but mere consumption of drugs itself is an offense which is punishable almost up to 1 year. Storing, somebody may just tell me that this one packet I'll hogi auriga kot banni anta. I'll just keep it in my pocket and I'll unknowingly I'll be going somewhere to give it to somebody. But if I get caught in between just for mere possession also, I can be punished. So consumption is punishable, possession is punishable, trafficking is punishable, storing is punishable, transportation is punishable. So every link of this drugs, and I think youngsters, college students, school students should be wary about the mere consumption, because we don't need to be big drug peddlers or some traffickers or international drug peddlers to be punished under this act. Even if you merely consume, and at the time of consumption, if you are caught, you are liable to be booked under this act.
Sir, can you brief about the health issues after having drugs over a period of?
See, as I told you that drugs has a lot of detrimental effect to our complete health. Our thinking, first of all, our normal thinking gets affected. You start craving for drugs. Once you get addicted to drugs, perhaps you stop enjoying any aspect of life. The only thing that you want is to have drugs, and if you are out of that drug state, then life becomes miserable. Your thinking capacity goes, your appetite goes, you don't feel like eating, your sleep cycle gets changed, you're unable to concentrate anywhere. When you see a drug addict, you can identify that is a drug addict just by mere seeing a person, because as I told that it affects the appetite. Person doesn't eat normally when he's a drug addict. You can see by the just physical feature that this person may be prone to drugs. So these are certain health issues relating to drugs.
Sir, can you please provide us some information about this e-cigarettes? We have seen cigarettes, but exactly are e-cigarettes narcotics?
Yes, e-cigarettes also, and in fact, e-cigarettes is banned in India. E-cigarettes are not allowed to be sold in India, and we have been reading this play. Not much. It is not very rampant. The e-cigarette aspect is not very rampant in India, but whatever little it is, we have been able to do it, and it is banned. Even the concept of e-cigarette also is banned in India.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Madam, please. Harshita.
Yes, sir. Now that we have reached the end of the webinar, I request all the participants to please provide their valuable feedback using the link provided in the chat box. And I would like to invite Dr. KB Yogesh, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, to propose the vote of thanks. Yogesh, sir.
Yogesh, unmute ಮಾಡಿ.
ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, but there is some problem, I believe. I think. Okay.
ಸರ್ ತಾವೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್.
ಹೇಳಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ತಾವೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ನಾವು ಈ ಡ್ರಗ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯತಿರಿಕ್ತ ಪರಿಣಾಮಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಅದರಿಂದ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ದೂರ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ ಶ್ರೀ ಸಂದೀಪ್ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಸರ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ಇದು ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮನೆಯಿಂದನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ನಲ್ಲೇ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ತಾವು ಬಿಡುವು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗೆ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮಿತ್ರರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿ ಮಿತ್ರರಿಗೂ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಮೂಡಿಸಿ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಅದರ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಸ್ಟಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಂದ ತಿಳಿಸಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ತಾವು ಬಂದು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ತಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ವಂದನೆಗಳು ಸರ್. JSS ಮಹಾವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು JSS AT ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ಗಳ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ತಮಗೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಸರ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿ ಮಿತ್ರರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಸ್, we are conducting a series of webinars sir. I think in fact one way the pandemic has helped us without disturbing much to anyone. We are able to reach to many people and we are able to discuss on many of the issues sir. Okay. So every week one or the other program we normally conduct, and I take this opportunity to thank all my colleagues and all my dear students and for having organized this particular program. I'd like to thank our Dean Student Welfare, Dr. BP Shivkumar, and the person who has taken the in charge or taken interest in arranging the sir, Sri Viresh sir, our administrative officer, and my committee members. Thank you everyone. Thank you sir. Namaste sir.
Thank you sir.
Namaste.
Thank you sir. Namaskar.
Namaste.
Thank you, sir. In order to get effective responses to the drug problem across the world, it is important for all of us to acquire accountable and inclusive institutions of criminal justice, health, and social services. It is our inbound duty to come together in order to provide solutions for achieving drug control conventions, human rights obligations, and sustainable development goals. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all for sparing your valued time and attending this webinar.
Thank you.
Hope
Thank
the
you.
session was in accord with your expectations. Thank you.
Thank you sir. Namaste
Thank
sir. Patil sir, namaste.